Ho! So, I like to cook. I cook in my house. We normally eat like fast food at the shred quarters, the warehouse, where I also work. We received this super tiny little Weber grill, and so I said that I was gonna make burgers for the guys. And today I'm going to make burgers. I'm also gonna make French fries, and I'm also gonna show you guys how to cut a watermelon. The coolest way I've ever seen. This is not my way of cutting a watermelon, but we're gonna start with that. I wanna say Alton Brown made this. I think he's the guy who like showed me how to do this. Regardless, this is not my coming up, I'm just using it. What is the most annoying part of having a watermelon?
Cutting it.
Cutting it, it's super annoying. I'm gonna show you guys the easiest way to do it, watch. Watch like everybody already knows how to do this.
I've never seen someone do this so far.
So you got half the watermelon. So you do a circle first around it, and then you make cuts like this. You gotta think about how big or small you want your chunks to be. And you cut like this. Yeah, you're gonna be making so many cuts, but I'm telling you, man, once the fruits of your labors, then you make diagonal cuts. This is the key. Diagonal cuts. Okay? See what I got going on here? Notice how my entire countertop is not covered in watermelon juice yet. You also need a big spoon. Okay, the big spoon is gonna come into play here. Okay, got your bowl right here. You just go, ploop. There's most of it. Just get a big spoon. Dun dun, dun dun, ploop. Boom, half a watermelon, done. I believe Alton Brown showed me how to do that, but that is the easiest way to make to cut a watermelon. I hope this is a good one. And it's actually a good watermelon. Watermelons, I sort of got nowadays, like 9 out of 10 watermelons you buy at any grocery store suck. But that's a good watermelon. All right, so it is time to make burgers. Well, kind of. It's time to grind the meat for burgers. So I'm gonna use 2 different kinds of meat. I have flank steak, which is way more lean. It's kind of a tough cut, honestly. But once you grind it, it's gonna be very tender. And then I also have ribeye. And ribeye is very fatty. So it's gonna have a combination of like the lean and the fat, and it's gonna be delicious. Anyways, I have to chunk it so that way it's gonna fit into my meat grinder, which is in the freezer because it's metal and frozen meat grinders work better because the meat doesn't stick. It's time to cut this up. So I'm just gonna make basically chunks that are gonna be easy for it to get through the meat grinder. And once the meat grinder is going, it will work very quickly. So I'll do the flank first. So big flank steak right here. Put that guy to the side. Okay, so we have the meat cubed, we got the flank over there, and we got the ribeye over here. And we're gonna put it through a meat grinder that's here, and it's frozen, because frozen steel meat grinders, the meat doesn't stick to it. So it's a pretty simple process. Turn this guy on. Toss some meat in. And begin pushing it through. To get the meat, like, I like to like kind of rotate like some of the ribeye and some of the flank steaks, so it's like pre-mixing it kind of. At home grinded burger is just so much better than pre-formed patties. I find that when we get to forming the patty, the less you touch it, the better, basically. So it's not all compact, it turns into like a puck. Okay, so that's what it looks like, all grinded up and beautiful. So now it's time to make 5 monstrous burgers out of this. I'm gonna form the patties and put them on here. Try not to touch them that much. I don't season my patties beforehand. I will season them right before they go on the grill. But prior to this, I don't put anything in the meat. This is just me though. People like to season it. You can do whatever you want, but I don't like to do that because I actually like to taste what the meat is like. And then I put a little dimple in the top right there so it doesn't turn into a meatball. And there we go, there's one. These are gonna be pretty big burgers too. I'm gonna try to be gentle with the patties. I don't wanna compact it too much. Form it out. 2. I made like 5 and a slider out of this. These are monstrous too. This is 3 pounds of meat. So that each one of them is like, what's the math there? Over half a pound, a little over half a pound each, like 0.6 pounds. Pretty big burger. French fries. They come from potatoes. So I'm gonna use the most dangerous thing in any person's kitchen, way dangerous than a knife, because it is a knife with a board attached to it, is a mandolin. If you cut yourself on a mandolin, you will be changed forever. I've cut myself on a mandolin, so I'm very careful with it. So you're gonna take a mandolin, and you're gonna slice potatoes very thin. Shunk, shunk, shunk. And now it's when it starts to get scary. You'll see the final product is right below the camera as well. So we're making those. So once you get here, you want to be very careful not to cut your fingers, because this is the most dangerous thing in the entire world. All that. Stack those there. I cut myself. I freaking cut myself. See? Careful, people. Band-aid applied. I'm ready for the next step. I'm using my watermelon knife because I dirtied my other knife cutting meat. So you're just gonna make little French fry slices. Stack those potato slices. Just kind of slice them up. This is a very dull knife, unfortunately, or this would be cutting a little bit better. But whatever. Take those, splay them out over here. Okay, so now when it comes to the potatoes, you want to season them in kind of like every step of the way here. I need salt. Where's my salt? Okay, I don't have a really large bowl to work with, so I have to put oil and salt on these so they'll actually crisp up in the air fryer, which is warming up right behind us. So put a few in a bowl, and we're just going to kind of work in little sections. A bit of olive oil. And I want more salt. Come on, salt. I like salt a lot. And just kind of toss those. We'll move them over this plate. Now I'm going to repeat with the rest of them. Okay, they are oiled and seasoned. Now into the air fryer. They're going to take 20 minutes to cook, and we're going to be good. This guy preheating. Toss them in. And turn the guy on. We're at the menu. Go over. Here, come on. Go over to the little French fry. 20 minutes. I'm gonna give him a little stir halfway through. It's halfway. Whoa. Give these guys a shake. I feel like I need a spoon. I need to give it more of a shake. Let's get in there with a fork. Really stir these guys up a little bit. Some of them are sticking to the bottom. That's okay. All right. 10 more minutes.
Are you ready to season?
I'm ready to season. So the grill is almost ready. I like to wait to the very last second to season them because salt will dry out the ground beef. So I'm going to highly season all of these. All the salt. And then once they go on the grill, I will season the other side of them. But for now, I will only season the one side. That's just how I like to do it. This is gonna help form that crust. My arm hurts. I have a better pepper shaker at home. It's actually cracking peppercorns and not from a pepper shaker that's been sitting in a warehouse for 2 years before it got sent to me. But you know what? You gotta work with what you got. Burgers are still gonna taste good. All right, seasoned. Let's go grill them. You're not gonna screw up my burgers, are you?
Maybe.
I'm gonna help. It'll be okay.
Okay.
This thing is, I've never used one of these things before. This thing works out really well.
Phenomenal.
All right, now that I'm holding it in my hands, now what do I do?
I put it on that rock right there to get it out of the way.
Now we're gonna put. That is ripping hot. I like it. Okay, time to put the burgers on.
Forgot the.
The wood?
Yeah.
Just toss like one chunk.
One.
Boom. Wood chunk. That'll take a second, but it will start going.
That's the key to this.
I know it adds a little bit of extra. And these are like very fragile, so I'm only gonna try to flip them one time. That is the goal.
Isn't it ideal to flip only once though?
Yes, that is the ultimate goal, is flip once. That burger clearly is gonna come off a little bit early. Oh, I need to season. I need my stuff. See, while you're seasoning, we're getting a good sear going on the one side because we got full-on oxygen going on. So whenever you put the lid back on, you're technically kind of starving it. Okay. Woo! I'm waiting for the minute to change. It still hasn't changed. It's like a watched pot boil situation going on. It changed. Alright, time to flippy.
God, those look so good.
We're gonna leave this open just for a little bit and let the coals get some oxygen going and get it ripping again. It's time to cheese. My little slider guy is gonna be a little overcooked. That's just the nature of the beast. Oh, I lost a piece of cheese. I lost a piece of paper. You go extra cheese in my book. I'm losing a piece of paper every single time. Sharp cheddar. I like sharp cheddar. So man, that slider is gonna have super duper cheese. Then back on, by the time the cheese is melted, this burger should be done. We'll see. Time to pull the burgers. Whoa! I'm gonna let these rest for a solid 5-ish, maybe more. They are looking pretty though. Give us plenty of time to toast the buns and to get this onion going. Oil on these onions. I'm gonna take these guys inside. Got the onions are coming. I don't like to cook them all the way through. I just like to get them a little heat. I like my some raw onion too. Buns, toasting. Buns, catching on fire. All right, onions off. Get on, close the vents. All right, all the vents, this thing will just naturally go out. We will check it to make sure that this thing doesn't catch on fire though, but let's build a burger. Those are delicious. You ready to build a burger? I'm ready to build a burger. Everybody likes to build their burger a little bit differently. I'm gonna find the most burnt bun possible because I like my, there's one. I like my burger, my bun crispy. So I'm gonna lay it out. And then I'm gonna take my burger patty. I like this one. No, I like this one. I'm gonna place him right on there. I'm gonna take a good amount of onion. Goes right on top there. I'm a purist when it comes to my burger toppings. So I go with just mustard. I don't do ketchup normally anymore. Sometimes I do hot sauce, but I'm just gonna go mustard on the top. And I'm gonna go with Angry Irishman's hot mustard. It's delicious. It's got quite the kick. I forgot a piece. Everything needs crunch. Pickles. Gotta have pickles. 1, 2, 3 pickles. I'll put my lid on top. Found my fries. With the fries right there. Air fryer did an okay job. Some of them are a little crispy, some of them are a little under, but you know what? It tastes fantastic, and that's all that matters. And some watermelon. That's how I do cheeseburgers at the shorty quarters on a Thursday. I'm gonna get the obligatory bite. It's fabulous. It really is. I'm not just trying to say that. It's really good. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for checking it out. See you guys on the next.
Hey, this is Brian Ames. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.